Hello and welcome to Wisdom Forge. Why do we sleep? Understanding your brain's natural clock. What is the circadian rhythm? The circadian rhythm is like a natural clock inside our body that follows a 24-hour cycle. It tells us when to feel sleepy, when to wake up, and when to be active. This internal rhythm is mostly guided by light and darkness in our surroundings. In the morning, sunlight signals our brain that it's time to wake up and be alert. At night, darkness encourages the brain to release melatonin, a hormone that makes us feel sleepy. The circadian rhythm also controls other body functions like body temperature, hunger, and hormone levels. Keeping a steady daily routine and getting sunlight during the day helps keep this rhythm healthy and balanced. How light affects the circadian rhythm. Light plays a major role in managing our sleep-wake cycle. When light enters our eyes, it sends signals to a part of the brain called the suprachiasmatic nucleus, SCN. This area helps reset our internal clock each day. Exposure to natural sunlight in the morning helps the body stay alert and sets the timing for melatonin release later at night. On the other hand, bright lights at night, especially from screens like phones or computers, can confuse the brain and delay sleep. This is because the brain might think it's still daytime, reducing melatonin and making it harder to fall asleep. The role of melatonin in sleep. Melatonin is a hormone made by the brain when it's dark outside. It helps signal to the body that it's time to rest. The pineal gland starts making melatonin in the evening, and levels stay high during the night to help us stay asleep. As morning light appears, melatonin levels drop, allowing us to wake up naturally. Although melatonin is not a strong sleep inducer like sleeping pills, it plays a key role in helping the body know when to sleep and when to wake. People who have trouble falling asleep or who travel across time zones sometimes take melatonin supplements to adjust their sleep patterns. Body temperature and sleep. Our body temperature also follows a daily rhythm that matches our sleep-wake cycle. During the day, body temperature is slightly higher, which helps us stay alert and active. As night approaches, our temperature slowly drops, helping the body prepare for sleep. The lowest body temperature usually happens a few hours before we wake up. This drop in temperature is one of the signals that tells the body it's time to sleep. Taking a warm bath before bed can help because it causes the body to cool down afterward, which may promote better sleep. Sleep pressure, the drive to sleep. Sleep pressure is the feeling of growing tired the longer we stay awake. It's caused by a chemical in the brain called adenosine. As we go through the day, adenosine builds up, making us feel sleepier. The longer we are awake, the more sleep pressure we feel. When we finally sleep, the brain clears away the adenosine, reducing the pressure. This is why naps or caffeine can sometimes help us feel more awake. Naps lower adenosine levels, and caffeine blocks its effects temporarily. However, ignoring sleep pressure too often can lead to poor sleep and affect health. Sleep is a balancing act. Our sleep is controlled by two main systems, the circadian rhythm and sleep pressure. The circadian rhythm follows a daily schedule based on light and darkness, while sleep pressure builds up the longer we are awake. When both systems are in sync, we fall asleep easily at night and wake up feeling rested. But when they are out of balance, such as when we stay up late or wake up early, sleep can suffer. Keeping regular sleep habits, avoiding bright screens at night, and managing stress can help both systems work together properly. Why we feel sleepy at night. As the day goes on, we naturally begin to feel tired in the evening because of the way our internal clock and sleep pressure work together. Our body clock lowers alertness as night approaches, and the brain produces more melatonin, which makes us feel drowsy. At the same time, adenosine builds up from a full day of being awake, increasing our sleep pressure. These two forces, circadian rhythm and sleep pressure, combine to make us ready for rest. This is why it's easier to fall asleep at night than during the day, even if we're tired. How the brain knows when to sleep. The brain uses light signals to keep track of time. A small region in the brain called the suprachiasmatic nucleus, SCN, located in the hypothalamus, plays the role of the master clock. It receives information from the eyes about the presence or absence of light and uses that information to set the timing of sleep and wakefulness. When the SCN senses darkness, it tells the brain to release melatonin and start winding down. When it detects light, it sends wake-up signals instead. This is how our brain matches sleep to the natural day-night cycle. What happens when the rhythm is disturbed? Disrupting the circadian rhythm can confuse the body and lead to poor sleep. This often happens when people stay up very late, work night shifts, or travel across time zones, causing jet lag. When the internal clock is not aligned with the outside world, people may have trouble falling asleep, wake up too early, or feel tired during the day. Long-term disruption can even lead to health problems like mood disorders, diabetes, or heart disease. To prevent this, it's important to keep a steady sleep schedule and avoid bright lights at night. Technology and sleep problems. Using phones, tablets, or computers late at night can interfere with sleep. These devices give off blue light, which tricks the brain into thinking it's still daytime. This reduces melatonin production and delays the feeling of sleepiness. As a result, people may find it harder to fall asleep or may not sleep deeply. To protect sleep, it's helpful to stop using screens at least an hour before bedtime. Instead, doing quiet activities like reading a book or listening to soft music can help the brain relax and prepare for rest. The importance of a sleep routine. Having a regular bedtime and wake-up time helps the body know when to rest and when to be alert. This trains the internal clock and makes sleep feel more natural and refreshing. Going to bed at different times every night can confuse the body and lead to poor sleep quality. Even on weekends, it's best to stick to a similar schedule. A relaxing routine before bed, like dimming the lights, brushing your teeth, or meditating, can also signal to the brain that it's time to slow down and sleep. Thank you, and let's stay connected. Thank you for joining me on this journey of discovery. If you found this video valuable, imagine what you'll learn next. Subscribe to Wisdom Forge and hit the bell icon so you never miss more thought-provoking content, practical wisdom for everyday life, the tools to unlock your full potential. Drop a comment below. I'd love to hear your biggest takeaway or what topics you'd like to see next. Until next time, keep growing, keep learning,